My name is Angie and today I'm going to talk about the cumbia. Cumbia is a folklorical music and dance from Colombia. The history of cumbia starts at the time of colonization because it's a mixture from indigenous music from the Caribbean coast and African rhythms. We cannot talk about the music if we don't talk about the dance first. As every dance, it has gender roles. In the case of the women, they have to use a really large skirts that are played, but sometimes they are played with white and red. And in the case of the guys, they use white clothes and a hat that is named sombrero volteado, that is a Zenus indigenous craft. As a multi-ethnic culture, in cumbia you can do so many things. At the time you are dancing, sometimes women wear candles in their hands that are melting all the time, and also they can use beer cans on their heads while they are dancing to keep the stability. In body language, if we are going to talk about body language, we have to talk about what a dancing represents, even the music. Cumbia is telling the story that the guy wants to be with the women, and that's why all the time the guy have to be next to the women, smiling all the time and never let her go. We have to talk about the body language because in every music that is typical from Colombia is telling a story. In the case of the cumbia, they are telling that they want to be with the women, so the man have to be always beside her and smiling her all the time. To dance cumbia is really interesting because you have to put your left feet on the front and the right one is gonna be dragging all the time. That is because they are doing like a reflection of what the slaves were doing at the time of the colonization. The right feet dragging means the chains that were tied to their feet.
Hi, my name is Jose Camilo and I'm going to talk about vallenato. Vallenato is a folklore music from Colombia, which is heard mostly in the Caribbean coast, but also in all around the country. Well, now I'm gonna make a cultural analysis of vallenato. I'm gonna go through so many aspects like the social status, that if someone listens to vallenato is multi-ethnic or not, and the difference between indulgence and the rest of people who listen to vallenato. But the status of people who listen to vallenato doesn't depend that it has a high or lower status. So there are so many people that don't like vallenato, and there are a set of people composed with high and low social status. So there's no reason to link the social status with listening or not vallenato. Well, to finish, the comparison of indulgence and retain of people who listen vallenato, for me, a score that I will be is 75. Why? Because so many people that listen vallenato put over her pleasure and desires over other things. How? If someone is listening to vallenato, he will dance, he would like to dance, he would like to go and talk with his friends, he would like drink alcohol or something like that. So that is the reason why I give that score, because somebody put over their pleasure and desire when they are listening to the music.
Hello, my name is Jose, and today I'm going to talk about one of the most popular genres in the music on the world. I am talking about blues genre. The word blues means melancholia or sadness, that is for his place and compositions. Many anthropologists say that this genre was born in 1900 in the black neighborhoods of south of United States. Usually the artists of this genre have a black skin because this genre was used for this population to express the suffering that slaves had to live. In this genre, the artist or the vocalist does not care about lyrics of the song. Instead of, he tries to show us emotions or feelings throughout screams, movements, or vocal technique. And musicians that follow the singer try to keep the atmosphere with the moment. If we analyze this genre, we can find that they are multi-active people because they are not scheduled or rigid people. Always they prefer shared experience with other partners than do any other thing. I mean, the most important aspect for them are the human relationships. On the other hand, we can find that they are collective people because they prefer work together like ancestors did too.
My name is Felipe and I'm going to talk about indie rock. Indie rock is a music genre originated from the rock alternative music genre, which was originated in the 1970s in the United Kingdom. Indie rock is mostly compared with alternative rock, which usually have the same aspects in which it refers to music. In the indie rock term refers to the independent rock bands who make music apart from other labels. This means that mostly they have a low budget resource. Indie rock was started mostly from the bands like Nirvana that started this movement, and we're trying to explore other kinds of music in the alternative rock world. Bands such as The Smiths, Joy Division, Sonic Youth, and Arctic Monkeys are known to be the pioneers of the indie rock music genre. The Hofstede model indicates that the British society is a masculine society, which means that they are driven by success and improvement. We can relate this fact with the indie rock music genre by saying that the bands that are involucrated with this type of genre are usually trying to improve the way they make music and trying to explore new aspects from this music.